Club. We do have a special guest today that we'll bring up in just a few minutes. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the Disney Accelerator program. They teamed up with some Web3 projects, some NFT projects. So we're going to talk about exactly what they are, what's going to happen with this program, with Disney getting a heavier foot in the space. So as always, these episodes are brought to you by Ninjalerts. Ninjalerts is an NFT that you can buy, which grants you access to the lifetime access to be able to use the utility of the NFT and to join the Discord. That way, anytime you can follow your favorite whales, influencers, and friends. Every time they go to mint, buy, or sell something, you get a notification sent to your smartphone or to your device that you're using. So definitely check out Ninja Alerts. Subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content, like these videos for the YouTube algorithms. Good morning, Ken. How's it going today?
It's going great, Chris. It's going great. It's our version of a Friday today. It's our Thursday show. It's gonna be a special episode, man, with a special guest. I can't really say who yet. Well, it's already on the title, isn't it? I'm just realizing I was gonna keep it a little bit more of a secret, but it's on the site already. But we'll get to that in a minute, man. How are you? How was your day? I can't hear you.
Got rugged again last night, another 000. But besides that,
Oh,
pretty good.
triple crown, 000 crown. Let's
Another
get
triple
it.
crown. Infamous crown.
Oh, hold on. I overpressed that one. You just stacking them triple lows,
I am,
man.
man. I am.
Damn.
I didn't lose.
I
I didn't
didn't.
lose much on this one, but it
Oh,
was still
really?
went to zero.
It ain't. You
Yeah, I
didn't use
lost
your
like
main
80
wallet, did
bucks.
you?
No, I didn't use my main
Of
wallet. I
course.
minted
Of course
three,
not.
and the contract was optimized, so I lost like $8. It was that
Uh,
that Tom and Jerry stolen art.
you minted that, Chris. You
Bro,
mint
my
anything, man.
my daughters and my nieces watch Tom and Jerry still, so I was just like, why not, man? You know, you never know. Sometimes that weird stuff pops off, and yeah,
Well,
it didn't.
if it's official, you
Yeah,
forgot
it's
that
not
part.
official, dude. It's not official, no.
Yeah, you forgot that part though. It pops up if it's official. Uh, yeah, there's a few things I was watching last night, or today, anyways. Murica, I think. Hold on, let me find it real quick. I should have had this ready. It launches today. Hold up. Yeah, I might have to find it as we speak some more. But
Yeah, that's all good.
you had some info about the what was it,
Disney
Disney?
Accelerator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did
man.
a video, right? My eyes are just
I
itchy
did,
right now.
yeah.
Hold
I
up.
covered this yesterday. This would have been a very good trading play for some of the projects that were mentioned. Puff Yaddy made an amazing thread on this, so the article is in this thread, of course. But basically, Disney is teaming up with some Web3 and some VR and AR companies to like launch their own accelerator program. I was with my kids, unfortunately, so I couldn't do this play. But one of the NFTs is Flick Play, this Flick Play app or whatever, and they have their OpenSea collection already. It was like 0.07 yesterday or something like that. And then it flew right away to like, I mean, it sat for a bit and then it flew right away to 0.5. So there were sales for like 0.5
Ooh.
and it kind of died back down to 0.2. So, well, it says 0.2. Oh, that's best offer. No, it's still 0.43. That best offer still gets me. I hate that it's in that
Yeah,
spot.
yeah, me too.
So yeah, it's still a 0.43 floor. This would have been a great play if you were like the first to see the article and then like ran in and jumped. Because like I said, you could have got it for something yesterday. So easy 4x right there for everybody who was able to play that. But basically, yeah, Disney's teaming up with them. Um, and they're going to be using some like VR and AR systems. I think the main point of this whole partnership is they are going to team up with Polygon specifically, which is pretty cool. The main thing that speaks here is that again, Disney. I think we talked about this on the show a couple days ago, but it's like everybody wants to say that like NFTs aren't the future. Why are you buying scams? Blah blah blah. But we see some like major players like enter the space constantly. So for somebody like Disney to like get deeper and deeper in the space and like team up with multiple companies, I think is bullish overall for the entire NFT space. And I'm not gonna, for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna go over like every one of these projects, but basically each of these is going to like implement more Web3 tech, more innovation, using NFT projects and NFT innovation to give a better experience and hopefully boost these companies. So I thought it's definitely worth talking about. Um,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a big deal. Disney's in the metaverse now.
Yeah, essentially. I do think eventually Disney will do their own metaverse. So this is more like helping other which this is good. This is there's other big. I would say Adidas not Adidas. Puma did a good job at this. It's like they're helping other projects first, or teaming up with other projects first before they like do
Yeah,
their own,
Adidas,
thing.
Pumas, Nike, they all
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that.
Nike kind of, Nike bought one originally, so it was a little bit different. But
Straight up
yeah,
just bought them.
yeah, yeah.
Artifact, yeah.
Um, but I mean, definitely, I think this is a good step. This isn't Disney, screaming a cash grab. It doesn't look like it to me. This is like, hey, we're willing to help the space, and I definitely think again they're gonna launch their own one day.
Of course, of
Um,
course. It's
yeah, and you should be
inevitable.
happy. They are teaming up with Polygon, and I know you like Polygon
Oh
for
yeah, I
layer
love
two,
Polygon. Yeah,
so that's
let's
pretty
just
cool.
let's hope it's still around if the merge is successful. You know,
Yeah, yeah, no
it's
joke,
no
no joke.
it's no telling what's gonna happen after the merge if it really do come through this year. But yeah, the little alpha that drops today is America. Let me share the screen real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Hey, the Kansas, what's up? Here we go. And this is it launches today at 4 p.m. our Eastern Standard Time. Now, the way their launch mechanic is that you gotta have one of these projects that they listed. Let me see if I could view thread. Uh, Allow list is and the CCO groups that they have 12 hours to mint. So these are the different groups right here: Toads, Anonymous, Chain Runners, MFers,
That's cool.
Bitmaps, Goblins. Yeah, they so if you have one of these, you have the it's first come first serve to go mint these. Now me, I have anonymous, so I'm gonna be able to mint. So I'm happy.
Cool.
It was
Yeah,
about time. I bought that baby mouse a little while ago, and
I remember that. Yeah,
the price just dropped. Damn, it's like less than 50% now, man. Jeez.
Mhm. You got some
So
pretty good alpha out
hopefully,
of that, though, didn't you?
did I?
Yeah, I thought you did. Did you not? I'm
You
asking.
thought,
Yeah,
Chris. You
You talked about it
thought.
in the show. You talked about it on the show.
Nah,
No,
nah, you
it wasn't
thought,
worth
Chris.
the alpha.
No, it kind of went down after I bought.
Mm.
Like, it's not just the price. It's kind of like some team members left, the mouse dev left, so things kind of went
Oh,
downhill.
I
But
didn't know that.
hopefully, yeah, it went downhill afterwards. But I hope they're trying to build back though. I'll give them credit. They do have their own private node now. You do need a real mice, not a baby mice, to run that node. So it should be a good node, man. I think it should be because again, Anonymous, they're OGs in this space now. So again, this one does launch, and if you do have one of these projects that's listed right here, Toads, Goblins, Bitmaps, MFers, Nouns. If you have any of these, you're good to go early, and it's first come first serve. They did say through this article they're allocating about 85%, so it shouldn't be an issue of selling out a lot, but it's still first come first serve. You never know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. They have some leftover for public. Now the thing with the different traits is that if you have a mice, you could use the traits from the mouse, like mice tail, devil tails, etc.
Mm,
If you have a nouns, they could have red glasses. Like they have different. You could choose to get these traits when you mint,
that's
or
cool.
you could just free roll if you wanted.
Yeah.
So this is something I am looking forward to today, and it drops at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And
Nice.
yeah, it should be good. It should be a
What's the
good.
mint price, or is it free mint for
It's
those
free.
holders? Or free? Nice,
It's
nice.
free. Yeah, I think it's free, but then the public phase is 0.05.
Okay,
Well,
still
it's
not bad.
with an optional tip.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe it is 0.05 with the optional tip. Without maybe it doesn't go for free. I gotta read that. But yeah, just check this out, man. Just check this out. I read it. I'm probably gonna read it at 3:50. I'm gonna get out my facts in order at 3:50. Then uh, that's when I do my research right before,
I feel that, man. I
not
feel
12
that.
hours before.
Daniel said, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Dad stuff. I completely get it, man. Completely understand.
Welcome back, Daniel.
You're actually on perfect timing because we do have a special guest today that we'll go ahead and bring up now to be able to talk about some of these topics that we went over and more. So without further ado, come on up, Mindful. What's up today, man?
Yo, yo.
Hey, we do have Mindful in the house. Hey, welcome, 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 welcome to the show, Mindful.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's definitely a pleasure to be here, man. You guys had some awesome guests in the past, so I'm excited to be here.
Oh yes, yes. Yeah, I remember seeing you in New York. Did I also see you in LA? It's been
Yeah,
so long ago. Yes,
yeah,
right?
that's where we met.
Yeah. Oh, nice. How'd you like New York?
New York was dope, man. A lot of people. I went last year as well. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it was a blast, man. A lot of the satellite events were just so fun, like usual. I went to a bunch of cool ones.
Nice. Did you catch COVID?
I got the POAP. I was sick when I came
Oh,
back.
you were sick?
Yeah,
Wait,
I didn't.
how'd you get it? I mean, how'd you get the well, you guys call it POAP. I still call it Pope. How'd you get that?
No, I mean the COVID POAP, not any actual POAP.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought it was a real thing because people keep talking about it. I thought I was missing out because I had COVID, but okay.
Nah, I must have missed it as well then. But nah, I was sick, man. And I actually tested negative a bunch of days after, so I'm not sure if it was COVID, but
Hmm.
I definitely was sick. I think, I mean, most of the people that went there came back sick. It's really crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I did too. I had COVID. I was on the show with COVID. Yeah, well, I tested positive for it, and it didn't last too long for me. It was gone in a few days. So it wasn't too bad. We all got COVID because we went. Chris didn't get nothing though. He didn't catch no COVID though.
I'm
He's not
immune to
cool.
COVID, anyways.
You're
Hmm.
not cool like us. You didn't catch COVID, man. Yeah. So mindful. Let's just start off about your experience in the NFT. Did you come through the what's the cards? I'm starting to forget the what it's called now.
Trading
The
cards?
no the why am I
Oh,
forgetting it?
Curio cards?
Rio
The
cards. Yeah.
No, the cards, the time. I'm just running a blank right now.
NBA shots?
And yes, Top Shots. Damn, I'm forgetting those already. Wow, this space
Um,
is flying.
so actually, I remember when Top Shot, came out and whatnot, and I was in NFTs before that, so I bought a couple Top Shot moments and interacted with the platform. And to me, it just it didn't feel like real NFTs, so I was kind of turned off by that. But that could have easily been my, you know, ignorance because it wasn't on ETH, it was on Flow, and transactions
Mm,
were different. They were faster, obviously, and cheaper. But you didn't see any of that. They did a really good job. Dapper Labs did a really good job of covering all that up and making it very easy for new people to get into NFTs. I totally ignored that and was like used to ETH and was like, this is whack. I don't want to deal with any of this stuff. So, which might have been a mistake back then. I could have probably, did well, but um, I actually got into NFTs. Well, I'll back up one more step. I graduated with a degree in IoT and AI, Internet of Things. Um,
mm,
so I was doing a research paper on. I was actually looking for distributed ledgers and IoT, where those two met each other. And I ran into this protocol called IOTA, which is one of these cryptos. And couple months after that, I uh, I was following Gary Vee, and he's tweeting these things: NFTs, NFTs, NFTs. And I mean, this guy was that's all I saw from him for like a week, and I'm like, all right, I gotta see what the hell this NFT thing is. And back then he was talking about CryptoPunks more often than not. So I look into these NFTs, and good old Gary Vee, man, what a legend.
I haven't posted this up in a little while, man, because we haven't mentioned. Every time we talk about Gary Vee, we gotta post this image up,
Oh,
man. Yeah, you just carry on.
that was legendary, man. That face, that on that news, that was just man. Um, but anyways, I got into NFTs, and I've really started to like CryptoPunks and just the art. And um, at the time, I didn't follow anybody on Twitter. I like emptied out my Twitter, and I would start educating myself on NFTs and people that knew what they were talking about. I started following them, and I realized they all had Twitter accounts. A lot of them were founders and whatnot. And I also started to realize that a lot of them had punk profile pictures. And this was before the apes, right? So I just started seeing these influential thought leaders founders, and they all had these punk profile pictures, which kind of made it even more attractive to me. So my first NFT I flipped was a sandbox land. This is back when they were like zero point 0.2 ETH to zero point 0.4 ETH. I doubled my ETH, and at that time, ETH went from like 1100 to like 15 or 1600, and I was just like, whoa, this was awesome. I made money. I understand the tech. The tech is important. It's, people don't know what this tech is, but it's gonna be impactful, and just a lot of light bulbs were going off, and I liquidated most of my stock positions, and I dumped it all into crypto. That was back in
Really?
March.
Wow. It's a
Wow.
Yeah.
Chad move, man.
Yeah. It was just a feeling, and I was like, F it. I went in, and a couple months later, I bought my CryptoPunk on July 4th. So I just passed about a year, and
Nice.
ever since then, I've been, every day falling down a different rabbit hole, just studying and learning the space.
So this is your punk right here, the image we see.
Nah, I
It
I
looks a
right
little
click save
different.
that one. Just don't tell anybody. No, that's mine. I just put a little border around it a little while ago.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Well, hold on. Gotta give you a round of applause, man. You got a punk. You're a true OG. You got a true OG in the house, Chris.
Heck yeah, man.
Nice.
Who understands the tech as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
That's one of my things that like I'm trying to do this bear market is try to learn like how to read contracts better, what to look for, and like the more tech side of things, which has been working.
Yeah, I mean, hey, when in doubt, you mint from a burner wallet. You just take kind of precautions and stuff like that, obviously.
Yeah, you should have seen Chris, man, when he accepted when you're about to sell anything on OpenSea, the first transaction, and you have to like allow them
Yeah.
to trade that token. You should have seen Chris. He was freaking out. It was like, oh, they're about to take out my stuff. They're about to drain my wallet. He started moving everything out of his wallet. Like he was freaking out, man. You should
Dude,
have
I was
saw
so
it.
tired, and I was like literally one of the first people to buy that like trash project, and it was so late.
I
But
relate, man.
it
I
it,
relate.
it is what it is. I'm a hypochondriac.
I remember just getting my ledger and moving my CryptoPunk to my ledger, and I was like,
Oh
I was,
yeah, that's
yo,
nerve wracking.
it was nerve wracking. I was DMing other punks, I was DMing my friends, and I'm like, yo, is this what's supposed to look like? And at the end of the day, I was like, fuck it, send it. It was like the long ass 2 to 5 minutes of my life, and then it got there safely.
Yeah.
But
What was
dude,
the
that I was real quick. I was gonna say that tuition that I paid with the incident that Ken spoke about is I looked into some contracts last night with Soon. I think he goes by Soon, but he showed me how to read a contract and like how to look for that set approval to all function.
Oh,
And
okay.
we dove into some more contracts. And here's a little bit of potential alpha for those watching. We dove into the Wizards contract and we found in the contract that it talks about evil wizards. So it's very possible that they're going to be able to take the two heads, like we talked about, Ken, put them together to make an evil wizard.
Mm.
So speculation still, but it does say in the contract something about evil wizards. Like that's
Juicy.
a different function. So just being able to break down that contract and find that alpha, again, one of the things I'm trying to learn during a bear market. Again, huge shout out to the guy who showed it to me, broke it down like in layman's terms.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. So that might be an alpha. Like I said, it only makes sense. Like you got half, another person has another half. Together you make one. So
One evil
that
wizard.
was all straight guessing on my part. So it's pretty much it might happen. And those wizards are still at 3.2, right, Chris?
I haven't
Wow.
checked today, but yeah, yesterday they still were with a little bit, like, still a ton of wheat volume.
Mindful, did you get into the wizards or you skipped that one?
I didn't. I skipped it. I'll tell you what. For the past month, I kind of been hands off on the market. I did buy some of them Bagners. I'm not gonna lie, but um,
At what entry?
oh man, like I probably averaged down to like 0.06 or something, 0.07 maybe.
Okay,
So
okay. It's not a big L.
it's alright.
Yeah, how they get you? Was it on Twitter? They was
Yeah,
chilling
you
it
know
on
what?
Twitter. They
You know what?
caught you.
They tweeted some stuff that was funny. And I was like, oh, these guys are savages. And then I seen a lot of influencers, kind of that social proof. Uh, and
Mm.
and I was like, it had a lot of attention on Twitter too. I mean, the followers and a lot of engagement. So I was like, all right, this is one of the ones where I'll just kind of buy a bunch and just hold them out long term. Really, I wasn't really looking to flip them short term, to be honest.
Oh, you held that for long term. Okay. What's long term to you?
I mean, 3 to 6 months. You know.
Ooh, that's a real long term. So you're not a flipper like a day trader. You're
Oh,
more
oh
long
yeah,
term holder.
no, I am for sure. It really matters what I'm holding, right? We could talk about projects like Artifact, which you can buy and forget. Pixel you can buy and forget. Obviously, I'm investing in these projects for disclosure, but then you have these some projects like the Saudis. They got fudded hard, so I made an offer at like zero point 0.6, bought one, and then went shot right back up to 1.1 or something. I sold at
Nice.
1.25. That's just same day trade. I can, because things really work in patterns in this space, right? I mean, right now I don't trust the market at all. We're in this bear market. A lot of people already left the market because they got wrecked, and they might not even believe in crypto and blockchain anymore. There's a lot of stuff happening in the macro, obviously, and it's just very ugly times right now. So I don't really trust. The market's not as euphoric, so I don't really trust things. Having a lot of legs nowadays. Obviously, this is my opinion. So a project like Bagner, for example, and I don't mean to show them. I'm just using them as an example. They're a new team. I think it's their first NFT project, and it started very organically from what they said. So something like that. Maybe they could keep on building and kind of uh, keep building around their core community that they have. And I mean, who knows? Bored Apes took a year to cost $100,000. So just for put it into perspective, they won't turn into the Bored Apes overnight. I don't think many projects will, except for Moonbirds. I mean, they fucking went to what 20 ETH out of
Yeah, they
nowhere.
did.
That's insane. But yeah, those are rare case scenarios.
Probably best
Uh,
that you've kind of taken a step back from the market. I mean, I follow some good traders, and right now, I don't see anybody. There might be like literally like 3 people I know of that are probably positive this month, if that. And it's hard right now. This market is.
Yeah.
yeah.
I Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, after April, like the last day of April, I think the 30th, I like went on a fire sale, and I just kind of smelled the market dipping. I just got some signals, and I just was like, I've been in NFTs for a year and a half. I've I'm up on a bunch of projects. Anything more than this is just greed. Like, just let me take what I have. Let me put something in my pocket. Let's get realistic. I have a real life, and I did a fire sale, and 3 4 days later, ETH went from 2,400 to 2,000 to 1,500, and I'm like, wow. So after,
Mm.
I mean, literally for the past year and a half, like many people in NFTs, I let this market consume me. I'm working 8 hour, 10 hour, 12 hour days, whether I'm studying or just looking at different projects or just listening to other people talk, or whatever the case may be, being productive in the space, every day. So I really did need that break that I had took.
Oh, nice. Let's just circle back a little bit. Does Bagners give you BAYC vibes? Early BAYC vibes?
Nah, man. I remember
Nah.
vividly the BAYC vibes I got, and I there's only one project that really Azuki, you know. So
Really?
yeah, so I'll tell you what I from my personal experience. So actually, once BAYC uh first came out, I saw them on the timeline. I opened the web page, looked pretty cool. I scrolled down to I seen the apes, and I was like, this art ain't it. And I exited out of the mint page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see Jimmy, and I see who was the other influencer? I forget. But they're like going back and forth on Twitter. Oh, I just minted 50. Oh, I just minted
Mm.
100. Oh, like they're just playing tennis with these huge mint numbers. And then the thing sells out in a couple hours, and then you just see apes flood the timeline like nothing before. It was insane. I mean, that's when I realized, okay, this is community, this is real. Like these people actually are connecting through Twitter, through these cartoon pictures, and it means something. Like I was, it just was crazy, man. And I've never seen anything like that. Um, and Azuki was very similar vibe. Azuki was very similar. It's the only thing that kind of struck that same chord for me.
Are you bullish on Zagabond?
I mean, you know, to be fair, I before he um, you know, doxed and stuff like that, I sold my Azuki, and then he doxed, everything went down, and I haven't really got back in since then. So, you
I was
know,
gonna ask, did you go hard on Izukis, being you kind of had that same feeling?
I bought two pre-reveal at like two or three, sold one at like
Nice,
5 right away, and then I held the other one for got rid
Cool.
of it for like 22. But
Well played.
nice.
thank you, man. Um, but Azuki, I think will be all right. You know, I don't know if they'll have as much euphoria as they did before. They probably should have stayed undoxed, to be honest, because like, why fix what's not broken? Um,
They had no choice though. Zagabond was he was making headlines,
oh yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, it's true.
he had to dox.
Yeah, and it didn't turn out well for him though, because of how he had treated his last projects. So it's just a little skeptical. You know, I like free and clear, transparency, like, 100%, like, uh, you know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like Pixelvault, you know what you're gonna get. Well, you don't really know what you're gonna get because they're like doing everything in the sun and under it. But they're straight
Yeah.
shooters.
How do you
Artifact.
feel about Beanie?
Oh, come on! I think everybody feels the same about that guy. He's.
You would think so.
I mean, I should. I mean, yeah. I don't. He's made his decisions, and that put him to where he is today. So that's usually what happens.
Oh, nice. So let's zoom out a little bit now. How do you feel about the new inflation numbers? Now we touched on this yesterday, and they did say inflation is about 9.1% now. Like, how do you think, if you know, in your opinion, how would it affect our space, the NFTs market or the crypto space?
Yeah. I'd like to. That's what I've been studying for these past couple weeks. I've been really trying to learn that myself. So I can't give you 100% an answer with 100% certainty. Um, but what I do see happening is obviously the crypto space follows the stocks, and the stocks are kind of move relative to the government and what's happening there. So I do see a big domino effect. But inflation does kind of dissipate the middle class and like consolidate money to the rich and make the poor poorer. And retail traders are probably anywhere from middle to upper. I mean, I'd guess. And
Yeah.
so that might slow down, that may slow down the space, and this is obviously my opinion, not financial advice. I don't know much. um, but nevertheless, cash is king in a recession, and I personally am sitting on my hands and being very patient, and looking to make some bigger moves when the time is right. When there's more max pain.
And what would you go into if you had to make that move? Is it Ethereum, Bitcoin, NFT projects, or
Well,
what do you set your eyes on at this time?
yeah. Well, I've been successful with ETH. ETH has done me well. I have a lot of good friends in the space, and good communities, so I kind of learn from other people. But I do like Ethereum. It's been well, and I do have my list of blue chip or top NFT projects and or artists that
We're
I
gonna need
think.
that list, man. We're gonna need that list today.
I'll be selling that list for about 5 ETH. I'm just kidding. But no, like I said, I do like I like Pixel Vault. I like Artifact. Um, you know what? Let me pull up this list now, And
Oh, so you have a physical, like a real list.
oh no, this is serious, man. I mean,
Oh,
I'm like, I have I have things that I like, projects that I like, and then NFTs that I like within those projects. That I have like rough targets that I would like to get into, and obviously they're not perfect, but it's just something to kind of you know base off of. I would like to grab another punk. I'd like to grab more punks, but I don't think I'll be able to do that so easily. I definitely would like to grab one more punk though within the next couple months. I think mutants are underrated. I think mutants are underloved. I
better
feel like
looking.
better looking. You said?
Yes.
Then what? No,
Than the originals.
no,
I think
no.
mutants look better than the originals.
Oh, nice, nice. No, I think well, like I said, I didn't really like the Bored Ape art in back then when they first dropped, but at
Yeah.
these prices they look beautiful. Um,
They look wonderful, right?
That's how it
now
works, man.
uh, they did grow onto me though. These apes really did grow onto me though. I actually do vibe with them. There's a bunch of traits that I like. But I think the mutants, I think that there's pent up demand there. I feel like people felt like they didn't get too much love in the ape sale, like with the location of their lands and stuff like that. And I don't know. I feel like there's something there. Doodles are a very creative brand. The art is very cool, very vibey. I mean, Pharrell just got on board as their creative director.
Hmm.
We've seen the action with their auction. We've seen all that them bids, them high bids and stuff like that. Their IRL events are kick ass. They look kick ass. I haven't been to one myself. I know.
Yeah, I saw videos of them. You could mint stuff over there. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah. See, that's pretty cool. Um, and if we talk about other projects, Moonbirds, they have obviously Kevin Rose, which he's just an internet guy turned NFTs, and he's got the Proof Collective, which is a very high valuable network to be in. So I like CyberKongs. I was in CyberKongs. I'm not anymore. I will be joining them again sometime soon. And their community is, I like to call their community raw alpha. Some communities have
Wall
one
Street
channel.
Kongs.
Yeah, Wall Street Cons to be specific. They have like one main channel, and you know they have more than one channel. I don't want to talk too much about their guarded stuff, but they have some sharp minds and good people to get into. But I can't talk about alpha communities without mentioning MVHQ. Yeah,
Of
I
course.
gotta give them their flowers quickly because I got with MVHQ about a year ago, and um, I was a trader at that time. So Tropo actually tweeted, "Hey, this community, this and that." So I went, I saw it, I bought it, and usually I'd flip it, but I actually joined the Discord and then was like, "Wait a second, I see some structure here, and things looked pretty cool. I see people chatting. It's very chill vibe." So I kind of just was like, "All right, let me chill here for a little bit." I found their voice chat, and I'm like, "Oh shit, everyone's in the voice chat." I tuned in, and I'm like, "Damn, these people are giving alpha. These people they're just genuine people. It's a vibe." So I was like, "Wait, I actually have to uh, uh, like get into this voice chat, start talking, so I can kind of maximize what's going on here." And I've learned a lot from there. I think that's probably one of the strongest, most productive communities here in the metaverse as a whole. So, but yeah, man, there's a lot of cool projects to get into. A lot of people are building. It's a bear market, so this is where you want to find the builders and find anybody that's here today in the bear market every day. That's who I'd like to meet. I'd like to hire. I'd like to invest in, or just really do anything with, because that's who believes in the space, in my opinion.
Nice. In your opinion, do you know any blue chip that's currently very undervalued right now?
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like everything is just kind of down. It's hard to say. I haven't really been keeping track of floor prices as much right now. And I would like to throw Clonex in that mix with the last round as well. Obviously, that's kind of what I meant by artifact. But I don't know. I haven't seen any floor prices for these blue chips in the past day or two, so I can't answer
Oh,
it
I
with
see.
pure accuracy.
Hands off, huh?
Yeah, I really just look at ETH price, and once ETH is like really down, I'd like to enter in more and enter in the space more aggressively, and then start kind of getting into those NFTs because from my experience, when ETH goes when it tumbles, NFT prices tumble as well. So um,
Do
not
you
every
have an
time.
ETH price target?
Uh, Man, I mean, I'd like to see it go down, at least another 25%, and that's wishful thinking. So, not financial
Jeez,
advice.
25% is a lot. Was
Yeah.
that like
Well, what's that right
800?
now? 1100? Yeah, yeah. At least that'd be. I mean, that's wishful thinking, right? I mean, everyone in the NFT space would you know take a shit
Cry.
cry or be happy, right? It kind of matters how prepared you are.
True, true. But a lot of people will cry, man. I don't listen to all those shit posters, man. They're all cap, man. They're all really hurting for real. Talking about, oh, I can't wait for it to be triple digits. Oh, I'm gonna stock up. No, you won't, bro. Stop playing. Like your whole net worth is going down with it. So yeah, a lot of people will cry, man. I'm not gonna, but if it does bounce back quickly, like it has been, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. But
Exactly. Yeah.
a lot of people will cry, man. Especially people who plan to exit around now, who's trying to buy a house, buy something, go on vacation. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, man.
I mean, I could say me bits are kind of um,
Really,
because like there's no special initiative for me bits right now, right? You have Yuga Labs that who bought.
owns everything.
Right. They own Punk IP and Meebits. So they hired Noah, from the CryptoPunks community to kind of head the CryptoPunks initiative. But what about the Meebits, right? It's like, where did they go? What happened to them? They didn't get ApeCoin. They didn't get, they're just kind of floating right now. And then you have some tweets from uh, one of the two co-founders of Ape, Yuga, where he's like, oh, thinking of Meebits, what to do with Meebits, right? So we know something could be coming. We know that it's in their headspace, right? But that's all we know. So could be interesting.
Yeah, how'd you feel when the apes bought the punks?
Yeah. I felt it was like distasteful for me, honestly, because
Okay, we're being honest.
oh, of
Nice.
course, no, because it's like, why, right? What do you get out of that? I personally thought it was kind of like to solidify that apes are here first, and punks had
And
their
second
time.
and third and fourth.
Yeah, they'll just be there, and they'll kind of make sure it stays that way. But after after seeing how they've been treating punks and kind of how mindful they have been with the punk community and with any initiative led for crypto punks, and also Gordon was at the punks brunch in NYC NFT or NFT NYC, and I got the chance to talk to him, and had a great conversation with him. I actually asked him, what the motivation was for buying punks, and and he was, he seemed thoughtful and mindful, and he kind of, I got good vibes. I got good vibes from him. I got good vibes from Noah, which got hired by Yuga, and I like it. I do like it. I'm okay. I think things are gonna be well for all.
Are
Can
you
you share with
bullish?
us what
Are you
it
bullish on
was?
other deep?
Or
Oh yeah, that first.
Um, well, yeah, he basically, he was pretty honest, and he thought that, that Larva Labs, those guys were great, but he didn't, see them, being fit for the position, and Yuga was well capitalized, and yeah, he kind of, that's kind of all he gave me. He gave me some cool, talked to me, and he was honest with me. But those are the kind of the main points that he said, to that answer.
Yeah, I could see that. A lot of people thought Larva Labs weren't doing anything with their IP. It was, yeah, there was a whole movement against Larva Labs for that. But I guess people are liking that the apes do free the IP to the owners now.
Yeah,
So
I respected that. That was the first thing they did, and rightfully so. I think I would have liked to see Larva Labs take a stab at, this backlash, respectively. Like, come on, you're getting all this FUD. People are talking down, and it's like, take a shot. Let's see what you got. I was excited for that, but we never saw that. So
yeah,
they just did what they did, which is, hey, can't blame them.
they took the money. They didn't take the shot. They took the money, man.
Yep.
Yeah, every time.
Are you mindful? Are you bullish on other deed as well?
Um. Yeah. Actually, did you guys see the stress test?
Yeah, we covered it on here. We
Oh,
saw it's a lot
nice.
of people
It was a lot of people, and it went smooth.
without
So
any structures, though. So I must say, once they start building the houses and the other other stuff, it might not be as smooth.
true that. True that. I actually have my hands on an inner deed, and um, that kind of had me bullish.
Oh,
Um,
so you have one?
no, not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. So I tell you
You
that
just
fire
said two
sale, man.
different things, man.
No, no, I said I
How
have
bu-
my hands. I have my hands on the inner
oh,
deed.
had I didn't. I didn't. I thought you said have.
My bad.
Okay.
So I think that I'll tell you what, if you open up that map, right, you could see all the deeds. I can only imagine, right? Like, imagine they have a concert right there in that house or that middle area, and then everyone on those inner deeds kind of has like that, probably some type of preference there, whether it's like
VIP.
musician, yeah, right, or something. So I could imagine them doing like really cool stuff like that, and uh, and then they released like that video of the walk around with the ape, someone walking around, stuff like that. So it looks exciting, you know.
That's a
I think,
really cool thought. Like, paying to be on your property to witness, Snoop Dogg and
It's
Eminem perform within it.
metaverses.
I
yeah,
know, but that
it's
specific thought, like I know that's
Okay.
like the metaverse, but like I never imagined like this central concert, and then like you pay premium for the closer seats, basically, and
Yeah, I mean,
seats being
Travis
land.
Scott had a concert in the
Yeah,
Central Land, I
Fortnite.
think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, it
Fortnite.
was on
Okay.
Fortnite. Yeah.
well,
Okay.
in the central land, you can open up your property for people to like walk over it freely, or you can gate it, and like you can't walk through the plot. So yeah, Chris, that is very interesting, right? Because if I want to sit on my lawn with my feet up by myself, and the plots next to me
Virtually.
are, yeah, yeah, virtually, and the plots next to us are like overcrowded, like giving COVID apps out, I'm just like chilling.
That's funny, dude. Just have like your friends over, and like whoever wants to like come chill, just charge them an arm and a leg. Be like, "All right,
Hell
we have
yeah.
one spot open. It's tinny if you want to see this concert."
Yeah, man, the opportunities are endless. I'm just hoping, because we know every project is gonna have their own metaverse, or every big project
Yeah.
that has like a layer one, or that has like, whatever their metaverse is gonna be. That's fine, okay, but let's see how interoperable everything is, right? That's Web3, that's decentralization. I mean, am I gonna be able to jump from Decentraland to Sandbox to the other side? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. How bullish are you on Animoca brands? They're
Oh
pretty much
man,
behind all of it. All the metaverses, it seems. Sandbox, the other deeds. Like,
yeah. Which
how bullish are you on them?
I won't say I'm necessarily bullish on them, or not, but I am watching them closely because they have their hands in almost damn near everything, which
Yeah.
could be good, and it could be good or bad, right? It's like, who knows? I mean, um, the founder Yatsu, he's on the board of ApeCoin. He's isn't he like co-founder of Sandbox? or something like
Yatsu,
that.
I'm not certain. I'm not sure.
I'll need to fact check that. I want to. But yeah, he's so he's got his hands in a lot of the biggest projects. Um, it could be good. It could be great. I hope it is.
Oh, so we hope it's great. Okay.
I'll
I
tell you.
hope so too, man. For my bag's sake, I hope so too.
Yeah. Phantom Galaxies. I think they're into Phantom Galaxies, but that's like a
Yeah,
but
they're behind the
games.
Phantom
Yeah, they
Galaxies.
are.
I love Phantom Galaxies, but they botched their land sale, their world sale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's a nice game though.
Yeah, it is. I was playing it, but then I got bored. Then I stopped
Really?
playing it.
Did you get bored? You got bored from it?
Well,
I mean, I feel
yeah,
you.
kind of.
I feel you. Yeah. I mean, I beat it, and then it's
Oh,
like,
you beat it?
well, I okay
The first
before
one?
yeah, the first and the second ones. But then I feel you. It's like, what else can you do now, right? You can just keep fighting the enemies, but you know, so
Yeah.
I get
I think they added more though. More storylines, more seasons on there. I'm not sure. I think I'm still on their Discord. I just don't pay attention to what they do. But maybe one day I'll go back and finish what I started, man. Because I was streaming it as well, and then I just, I just never went back.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to go back as well.
Now I wanna see what other parts aspects of this space are you looking into? Do you check Move to Earn? I know you look into the metaverse lands and stuff. What about Move to Earn, stuff like that? Do you check out for that or no?
Uh, Stepping, shit, man, I saw it everywhere. I mean, I didn't get into any move to earn, um, even play to earn. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it, but it seems like it's a hard thing to do. But I do think that someone will get it right. Um, I like Gala. I really like Gala. Um, they have Last Frontier, which is made by the studios of Halo and Call of Duty. So it sounds like a really cool mix. If you throw those two names in the mix, I'm sure they'll. If they don't hit a home run, they're definitely getting on base as far as like, you know, functionality and just kind of how everything ties together. Um, I think fashion is interesting. I like music. I like music a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
me too.
yeah, and art. I mean, honestly and literally, art is kind of like what bootstrapped the NFT movement. Before play to earn, before staking NFTs to earn a coin, before apes, it was a lot of art. There's a lot of artists, one artist. That's how I kind of got into the space. Well, that's not how I got into when I did get into the space. That's what was exciting. I mean, to talk about some
Hmm.
artists that I would have no, it's like a no-brainer for me to kind of, you know, invest into or just kind of support. You have Joy. Joy makes art in VR and or actually AR. Well, his art is AR compatible. I forget how he makes it, but it's like this beautiful 3D, colorful, figures, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Joy. I bought one of his NFTs a while ago. It was
Joy's a guy.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Joy. He has like Joy toys, and definitely look into him. And
Is
Jake.
it Joy World's Joy
Yeah.
or is that different?
Yes. Yes. If you
I
could
could I
even.
could pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
could pull it up.
Um. Yeah. He's got some sick
Oh,
stuff.
nice.
Franksy's got like Franksy was had a lot of this guy's stuff like way back when. Every time I click on something really cool, it's owned by Franksy.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you sort by like highest last sale or even most viewed, you might even get some real interesting stuff there.
The
Um,
most viewed.
oh yeah, there's this one huge.
This Pikachu looking.
Oh, that one. I want to see
I like to see that in my nightmares.
that one.
Jeez.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, it's and this is incredible, you know.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I do have to walk. Chris, yesterday I did mention I was talking mass stuff about NGs. You know that I thought it was a copy of X copy and Rec
Yeah, yeah,
Guy.
yeah,
Yeah, I actually went and looked at the art. It's pretty damn good.
Who was
yeah.
that?
NGs. I forgot the two artists that collabed on it. You could just search on NGS on
It was
your
Jack. I'll search for it. It was Jack
Jack
something.
NFT and
Yeah.
Okanagwa. Ah, damn, I'm saying that wrong. That's probably not it. But it's
Here, I'll
I'll
find it through
pull
the
it up.
project.
Okay.
Yeah. And another artist that was one of the first artists that I discovered was Fuocious. And
Ferocious, yes.
I mean, man, his
That's a
art.
sleeper right now. It's a
Oh,
sleeper.
and I went to the paint party in New York. It was a blast. The shit was so. I ain't listen. I'm no artist, but I mean, I drew my punk like 10 times. I got a little better.
Did you get a free paint? I heard everybody that participated got something or
Oh,
airdrop.
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
I shouldn't have told you that, huh?
Shit, but
I shouldn't have said nothing.
I
Okay, so maybe not everybody got something.
gotta go double check now. But I had
I'm
paint.
not.
That's how I got there.
I can't find the project. I'm having a hard time finding it. I don't remember the.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. I should be able to get it. Yeah, because I was just saying mad stuff like it's a copy of this, copy of that. Because I wasn't really looking at it when we saw it because it just launched. It just launched. So hold up, let me share it on my screen real quick.
Oh,
This. Yeah, as soon as I saw this, I said, "Oh no, it's just a copy of Rat Guy." But then when I look more into the art, it's
glitch art.
pretty good. Yeah, and it's like it manipulates the viewing angle and the dimensions of it to some of them. Like, yeah,
It,
I like it. I dig it.
Yeah, these are cool. Um, Another like OG artist is Robness. Robness
Robness,
is yeah, he's got like some real raw art, ROBNESS, and man, he's interesting. Like guy types in all caps on Twitter. You know, he's like pure decentralization. And I did learn a lot following him early on in the space as well. So he's pretty interesting. I also like Jake the Degen.
Jake
He's
the DJ.
Oh yeah, he's been making art, or I've been following him for probably over a year now as well, and I'm looking to collect something of his pretty soon. Um, but yeah, man, I just I like to support artists that just that appeal to my eyes, and that they kind of are here building and creating and just just doing something for themselves throughout these times. Yeah, yep,
this is some of Jake's stuff
yeah. It's like
for
Nice.
reference. It's pretty cool. I
yeah,
like it.
that cells one is so sick.
So how do you feel
Oh
about
yeah.
like one of one artists right now in this at this time? You know, because most DJs I know they're not being sentimental right now in the bear market. They're trying to flip
Well, yeah.
anything they could get their hands on. So I'm
Well,
not sure they're focused on one on ones.
right. You're right because those are degens. Those aren't collectors, right? So you have many different
True.
NFT
I
buyers. I mean,
mean, collectors are DJs too, man.
they are, but a collector's not gonna collect, a Bagner. No offense, for example, a lot of
Got you.
flippers got into
Got
Bagner.
you.
There's like 1,200 listings on Bagners right now out of a
I saw.
6,900 project. That's what I mean. Um,
Yeah.
I'm collecting art right now, very slowly, but I'm collecting art that I like right now. In the bull market, I wasn't as liquid. I couldn't afford to collect what I like. I wanted to flip. I wanted to kind of accumulate ETH. Right now, I don't trust anything really that to have legs, except for one of one artists. Those are, I don't even look at it like that. Right now, if I can afford something um, on the lower end, and like Why not collect art right now? That's, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, so usually we do go through Ninja Alerts, see like what goes through your thought process of how you select a project. I know you haven't done it in a little bit, but we just want to get like what do you look through when you go into a project? Like you told us about Bagner, like he was getting a lot of Twitter engagement. That's how you heard about it. Like what do you generally go through? What's your thought process before you go into a project?
so if we're talking like short-term flips, I definitely am paying attention to sentiment. There's a lot of excitement on Bagners. There was a lot of excitement on Saudis. You saw the price action.
Yeah.
Um, you know, Honestly, sometimes I can just look at something and get a vibe from it, and I feel like, I'll just grab it and flip it quick. But if we're talking about, concrete parameters, well, first off, yeah, it definitely matters what kind of trade you're looking to make. You know, um, we already talked earlier about, long term or just safe bets, right? Any of those blue chips. I mean, you know, if you're looking to swing or long term, for me, I'm gonna be, looking at founders, looking at quote air quotes roadmaps, looking at the production of a website, how well organized it is, how the vibe is, how organized your Discord is. Are there a million channels, or are people getting lost? They're just gonna say forget it, because that's what I do. If I join a Discord and it's all sloppy, I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm sorry, but um, and yeah, for long term stuff like fundamentals like that, who's on the team, digging into the team a little bit. So if they're docs, they'll have LinkedIn accounts, and they'll have their past experience on their LinkedIn accounts. If they're followed by a lot of people that I'm following on Twitter, I'll look into that list a little bit, who's following them on Twitter. We see some check marks there. We see some, you know, uh, influential people there. That might mean that when that project comes out, these people are buying, and they might say something about it that triggers their whole following. And that really goes for short term and long term, obviously. But if we're talking about like quick flips and stuff like that, I mean, I like volume. I need a lot of volume. Um, you know, and I'll usually use something like NFT Nerds to see like past prices, to see like how high can it really go, how high has it went, so I can kind of get a gist of the price action. I like unique holders. The high, maybe at least a third to 50% unique holders. It's and definitely like the amount of listings. I kind of like under 10% listings. That's cool. I like that. Um, Let me see if I can think of anything else. I think I had one.
Yeah, Chris and I was checking out GameStop NFTs that just dropped on their platform, and we saw like they were having like 40% listings, like close to 50% listings. I don't know if the site was glitched, but that was a lot of listings on all these NFTs.
Yeah.
Seemed like nobody wanted them.
Right. And I'm real mindful of that too. Like, before I get into a project, kind of getting the vibe of like, is this project all flippers? Like, because if it's all flippers, it's like they're just gonna brick the floor whenever they can, and that could be bad. Um, so yeah.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
point.
gonna hit you with a trick question real quick. So, who's a person that when they buys into a project, you don't buy into that project because they're floor notorious floor breakers.
Um, what was his name? Fleur. Well, Fleur
Fleur,
actually.
really?
Well, in the beginning, yeah. Well, in the beginning, actually, he would have like solid pumps, and then he would like have signals to his like uh his uh his group, his
Alpha Group?
Discord and stuff like that. Yeah, which I guess I can't say was bad. I shouldn't take that. I shouldn't say that. But I mean, we all know the famous Aoki top signal.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he hasn't made a lot of moves recently. I've noticed because before when we used to do this show, his name always pops up every single day on Ninja Alerts. I
Yeah,
haven't seen him in like a month or so.
probably
yeah,
played it smart, man. Lots of L's.
Yeah.
yeah. But I'll be honest. I mean, I don't really have like a bunch of names off the top of my head where I'm like, oh, if this guy goes in, I'm not going in.
Not eats butts or anything.
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh,
You have
okay.
you have the opposite, like you see somebody going in, and you're like, they usually do a lot of research. Like, you might not blind buy, but it definitely is a signal for you that maybe you should look into it more.
Um, yeah, I mean, we all know back in the day that was Gary V, right? I mean, if he bought something, the
Yeah.
sooner you're in there, shit, happy birthday.
Yeah.
But um, I mean, I don't want to say any names, but like there's like some people in MVHQ that are just very relevant, and they know they
We
God.
mentioned them. We got to. Every mention he gets appearance.
Well, I might as well talk about him a little more. I mean, Gary Vee, man, he's such a good guy. He's a good guy.
That's what Chris does every show.
I met him in NFT NYC, and
Did you?
yeah, yeah, very briefly. I mean, everybody was swarming around him. I only got to really say a word to him. I actually said like randomly because he was, I mean, he had 100 people around him, and he just left the talk, and he couldn't. It was hard for him to walk, and everyone like he was just taking random questions from everybody, like literally giving people his time of day. Nobody has to do that, especially when you're busy and you have all these things going on. I mean, this guy doesn't even drive places. He gets drove and he's on his phone and he's working. He's taking calls. Like this guy took like 30 minutes out his day and answered maybe 20 questions, random questions, and like thoughtfully. And it just came out of me, and I'm like, yo, Gary, you're just a good guy, man. I said something like that, and he continued talking, and he went back to me and he put his hand on my chest. He's like, yeah, just like this
On your
guy said.
chest, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
So did he
I didn't.
caress your chest slow
Yeah, yeah.
or?
No, it's
We're
kidding.
not serious on this show, mindful man. Look
It's
at the
not. I
image we
am.
got
I
up.
like this story.
No,
uh,
I'm saying like I
he
know he
like
didn't caress your chest slowly.
No, I know. I'm just messing. No, he like tapped me and was like, just like this guy said, I'm a good guy. And he just kept talking about, just different things, and he's just very aware and mindful of, things that are going around him, and he's a good guy, man. And he also
Nice.
says a lot of things that, people don't say in this space. You have influential people, and they're just either they're monetizing or they're just worried about what they're doing. Um, but this guy, I mean, he gives free NFTs away to people that don't have NFTs. You'll see his tweet. Who hasn't bought their NFTs? Who hasn't bought their first NFT? And he's there airdropping. That actually happened to my friend. He's like, he got this
Oh,
baseball
wow.
card. Yeah. So, we definitely need more people in this space like Gary Vee. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, we do. So when
But
he caressed your chest, did you wash your shirt or did you
my
just keep it
my
like?
ETH balance went up. Actually, it was the craziest thing.
Framed it. Frame that shirt. So, are you? After all that being said, are you a Series 1 or 2 holder or book games?
Oh, I wish I would have gotten the V1. I did get into V2 and book games. I bought like, fuck,
How many
I,
books you got?
I bought like 150 books or something like that.
Damn, that's a lot of books, man. Jeez, I just
Smart.
finally got rid of my 30. Like I took it to
Nice,
Goodwill and they took it. They're
Oh,
like,
nice.
okay,
nice. Yeah,
the
I gotta
whole
get.
box.
Yeah, shit. You
So,
gotta
are you still holding your books in your Series 2?
V2. I sold like one of the V2s, I think, and then the book games. I only sold a couple, and I still have a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm,
sell or just give away. To be honest, at this point.
nobody's buying that, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's nobody. I tried a few book buying websites, and it was like, no, no, we don't want that. Not
Have
around
you
here.
guys
But
gotten your cards yet for minting? I still haven't gotten mine.
I forgot about that.
Bro,
They
some of
come
them are
out.
selling for like 10,000.
What?
Yeah,
Dollars
yeah, yeah. Like some of them
or
are like selling for like
ducats? What?
insane prices. Yeah, like that's
Oh
why I'm wondering.
shit.
That's when the supply
Okay.
was like not there, but yeah, I see a ton of people getting theirs and I haven't got mine yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want one. I thought it was just
You sh-
worthless cards coming through, and you're saying they're selling for that much? Okay.
Saw that on Twitter. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna need my cards too. I should get two sets
I
of
don't even know where to
cards.
look it up at. I don't know where the sell happens.
Yeah, I know they're getting delivered now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know like right when people started getting them, they were selling their boxes for like 400 a piece, 500 a piece, which basically
So
paid for mint.
yeah, actually, I actually ended up buying a Zuki like almost blindly. I'm not gonna lie, I did my research after. Um, but a couple people in MVHQ were just bullish. And I was actually walking around the house and I had my headphones in, and I heard a couple voices that I was like, okay, I know, they know what they're talking about. They kind of gave some reasoning, and then it happened to like one or two other guys too, and I already was aware of the excitement, and then I was just like, okay, fuck it, I'm just buying one. And then I was like, a couple minutes later, and I was like, okay, I should probably get another one. Got another one, so it turned out well. Cause it's sketchy to do that. If you have your Ninja Alerts on, you see one person buying, you buy right after. Yeah, it could be good, it could be bad. They're not perfect, right? So you definitely want to kind of do a little quick double check, see if you caught something that they caught something or caught something that they missed.
Yeah, we're gonna need a name though. Who do you follow on Ninja Alerts?
Actually, I don't follow anybody. I don't. I don't.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah,
oh,
not right now, at least.
all right now. Okay, okay, and that's gonna change in the future. You've never followed anybody's trades, or you're
Um,
just not right now while your hands off.
nah.
How much is that, Chris? I can see.
You can actually sort by like I forget. I used to use eBay so much, but there was like you can see past sales somehow.
Chris, are you talking right now?
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just saying that the highest one sold for 17K, but after that, it's not even close. The
Hmm.
next one sold for 3K. It looks like this Gary
That's
B
good
number 5.
money.
Yeah, it looks like this Gary B, and these are recent. I mean, like June 30th, July 3rd, June 30th, July 3rd. Yeah, this sold on July 3rd for 3 grand. So it
I
looks like
mean,
this Gary B is the one to get.
look at
This
that.
is this comes from his little Uno game.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. Let's take a second here. I mean, this guy came up off this wine company. Okay, then he got into like yard sailing and all that stuff. After, well, of course, his huge social media company or marketing company, or whatever the case may be. And then he got into these cards, these trading cards, and he was very passionate about these trading cards. Then he got into NFTs, right? And then still bullish on trading cards, and now he makes his own trading cards successfully.
Nuts. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
boss.
Ken doesn't like Gary B.
Nah,
I'm
why
a Gary
not?
Who
B
says I
fan.
don't like Gary Vee? Says who?
Hey, a lot
Why
of
Said
wouldn't I like Gary Vee?
a lot of people don't like him.
you always fade Gary.
No,
When we
I
mention him,
like Gary Vee.
ah, that's
I
All right,
fine
always
with
here
me.
we.
fade him. You said
I'll
I
I'll
thought,
I'll
yeah.
I'll, I'll get it out. I'll get it out. If there was one reason to not like Gary Vee, what would it have been, Kennedy?
one reason that I don't like not like people. I don't know why you think I wouldn't not like him. He's a pretty cool guy, and he's a Jet. He likes the Jets. I'm a Jets
He
fan,
does. Huge Jets
so of
fan.
course I like Gary Vee. I just
Nice.
make fun of you because you like he's like you need a Gary Vee tattoo somewhere or something. Like you
Maybe my V
overly
friend.
love Gary Vee,
If I own
Chris.
the IP rights to it, maybe my V friend. V friend here too.
Yeah, but I do like Gary Vee, man. It's more entertaining to have a photo like this on the screen. Yeah,
I
his
remember Beeple. Beep was awesome. I mean, I ran into okay. So the same day that I was with a friend, a close friend, actually talked too much. He does awesome podcasts as well. Um, I was with him. We saw that we did that whole Gary V experience thing that I had just mentioned, and then we walked to another show in NFT NYC. 5 minutes later, we bumped into Beeple. It was incredible.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
Wait,
Um,
do you have photos of all this?
I do.
Oh, okay. All right, we gotta check that on your on Twitter. That's kind of cool. You met Beeple and
Yeah.
Gary Vee in the same time. What
The same
and
fit.
Ferocious?
Oh no, Ferocious was the next NFT NYC event. That was this year.
Uh,
Um,
okay, yeah. It sounds like you had a very good time, minus
man,
the COVID.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. And Beeple at one point, he was single-handedly changing lives as well. Um, I don't know who remembers, but back in about from March to maybe June or July, uh, this guy was giving out raffles to buy his NFTs for like $1. And he had the quizzes. Remember the quizzes that, if you pass the quiz, you can get into the raffle as well. And people were selling those for a lot of money. New York
I just had
Jets.
to just get my Jets on here, man. I'm a Jets fan for life, man. Even though they suck, they're the worst team out there, but I'm still a Jet fan. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, man.
That's a good question, man. That's a good question.
Well, we are at hour and 10 in. This is usually where we conclude the show. Mindful, thank you for coming on today. Where can people find you, follow you, and if you're in any kind of, if you're going to create your own project, do you have anything else you want to shout out before we end it?
Yeah, sweet. You can find me on Twitter at punk607. And I am also working on a project called Cyber Tokens. You'll see it in my bio, where I partner with artists, Web2 artists. I onboard them. We create their first NFT collection, as well as starting to work with businesses and tokenize their products, their ecosystems. That is a startup right now. And thanks for having me. I was looking forward to this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for
Definitely.
coming on the show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Very good guest.
Appreciate your knowledge and your experience of meeting all those people at NFT NYC. I'm sure that's a lot of people's like dreams come true right there, to meet some of the people that you had a chance to be able to meet. So it looks like you nailed it at
I
NFT
do
NYC, man.
I do have one quick question though. You're Punk 607?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about the 999 ENSs?
I think they're actually really good. I mean, I think those are like, it was a good idea for those people to snag those up because, I mean, the blockchain is, provenance. The blockchain brought true provenance. I mean, if I posted something on Instagram and they delete my post, no more provenance. Boom, bye bye forever. Right? But on the blockchain, if it's there, it's there and it's there forever. So if you can kind of secure these small numbers in ENS, they can go for whatever, they can mean whatever you want. The meaning is subjective, or like Punk 4156 or Punk 6529. Imagine at 6529. That's
Or
there it
at
is.
607?
Yeah, but I didn't even look into it. I know somebody's got it. I ain't selling it for cheap.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah, they know. It's gonna cost at least half your Punk to get that one, at least.
Yeah, nah. Is that how much they're
Yeah.
costing nowadays?
Oh yeah. Yes. The floor is around 30
Yeah, man. I mean,
for the
imagine you have
triple nines.
oh shit. Yeah, imagine you have like a company or a brand that is just like a couple numbers or something, then it just fits perfectly. So, and it's like every NFT collection has triple digit NFTs, so it's very, very applicable. It's, made a lot of sense. Surprised it didn't happen
Yeah,
earlier.
it did. Yeah, I'm
Props to the guys that
surprised I
got in a
missed
couple
it
months
like
ago.
a jackass.
Nice.
I missed it. But again, thank you, Mindful, man. Really appreciate you coming through, spreading some knowledge out here. Really do appreciate it. We've been looking forward to having you on the show for some time now, and I'm glad we finally got you on the show, man. Hopefully, you come back sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Like, we'd love for you to come back again whenever, especially when your project does drop. We'll love to have you on the show to just talk about it. Let us
Yeah.
know more about it. So, yeah, thank you.
For sure, man. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it,
It's a
Mindful.
pleasure.
Hope to see you again, man.
Will do for sure, man.
Thanks for everybody for watching the show, and we'll catch you guys Monday at the same time. Peace out, everybody.